Good. And let's start off with the...
Kevin, thanks very much.
Now with a guy like Trae Young, it all starts with him. David, thank you. And now the Golden State Warriors starters. They've got Moody. Gary Payton II is out there with Jimmy Butler. And it's Green, and it's Curry in at the 1 spot. And for the Hawks, the wing pairing is Bogdanovich and Hunter. Johnson is out there with Okongwu. And it's Young in at the point. Steve, as we know, this should be a battle of the backcourts. And you know something about that. Who did you, when you played, love to face and play against?
Well, 2 of the guys that come to mind right offhand as far as backcourt players was Michael Jordan and Penny Hardaway. Love facing those guys. And then at the end of my career, I love watching Allen Iverson, not gardening. Can't give Steph these interior looks. He's too skilled of a scorer.
Butler against Johnson. Clock at 6. Oh, and the jam by Johnson.
A little undersized at the 4, but he can get off the ground.
And so Payton will bring it up for the Warriors. AGA, what about these Hawks? They can really be fun to watch.
Yeah, and they just need to be more consistent, Kevin. It seems they can beat anyone on any day. If they can start doing that regularly, we're talking about big things in the future.
And Bogdanovich kicks to Johnson. Cloak loose. Outside Curry. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Beautiful feed by Draymond. He plays a physical game, but he also has great awareness and skill.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Well worth a second look.
And the awareness of his footwork and body on that drive. Wow.
Now, here's Hunter. Draymond Green pulls it in. Warriors have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Lets it go with a 3. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
A solid all-around player. Jimmy Butler understands the importance of sharing the ball with open guys.
We've got 1:48 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Hunter. And that time, also a missed shot. Warriors have gone 4 of 4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here. It's Curry outside. Another 3 for Golden State.
And you know what? They've been on a nice run here, had the ability to widen the gap. Now they are rolling.
I totally agree. They just can't be stopped. They're just firing on all cylinders.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks. Steve, Jimmy Butler is definitely a defensive difference maker.
He is, Kevin. Back in the 2021 season, Butler led the league in steals. He is so committed to forcing you to make mistakes with the ball.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. Nance comes in for Johnson. And Daniels subbed in for Hunter. Then for the Warriors, Kuminga comes in for Moody. And Hield subbed in for Draymond Green.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
Play calling has been fantastic. They've been a step ahead of the defense since the opening tip.
On the wing, Daniels, covered by Hield. Bogdanovich looking around, just 5 to shoot. Shoots over Kuminga, and he overshot that one, missing.
Both sides attacking. That was good defense versus good offense.
Back to Curry. Back to Kuminga. There's the triple. And there's Stephen Curry on the assist by Kuminga. Curry's got 10 points in the game.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
They came in prepared, focused, and really jumped on the other team early.
And he's good on the 3 ball.
Yeah, and when you're hit, you gotta hit back.
And you know he was going to try to respond. Those threes canceling each other out perfectly.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
This is my type of approach. Get some high percentage looks. Then later, you can play inside out.
they just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Good shooting can be contagious. You see the confidence running through this team right now.
It's been all about Stephen Curry.
21.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for the Warriors.
It's all about pace for me. They have set the tone in that area, and they are playing fast, flying up the floor and putting all kinds of pressure on the defense.
And so far, just a great job forcing turnovers and creating opportunities in the open floor. The defense at the heart of that.
We've got Johnson. Also, Okongwu out there. DeAndre Hunter out there with Young. And it's Daniels in at the shooting guard position. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Warriors leading by 18. Curry on the wing. Trying to get open is Butler. And another three for Golden State.
And the greatest shooter we have ever seen. Curry is just lethal from outside.
The Hawks working the ball around. Young against Curry. Young inside. Warriors with the rebound.
Missing that one helps out all the analytical guys from the mid-range.
And one of the many special things about Steph Curry, his loyalty. Sticking with this Warriors franchise since being drafted back in 09.
And it's sent back by Okongwu. Young against Green. Now the Warriors moving it up. Three-pointer, Butler. Misses the hole, and he's now 3 for 4. The Hawks trail by 21. The pass to Hunter. And it's Hunter with the jam.
With his length and strength, Hunter's a force around the bucket.
And here's Curry, who brings it up for Golden State. And talking about Steph, he is the face of the franchise. And his loyalty is shown.
Steph's been a model citizen, never complains, never causes any issues, willing to work with young teammates. He is the ideal superstar to build around.
Talented, driven, he puts constant pressure on your defense.
Outside Curry. The dish to Butler. To the inside. Out of bounds, Atlanta will take possession. And the Warriors making a change here. Anderson's checked in. There's 1:40 left in the second quarter. Bogdanovich passes to Nance. To the middle. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Nance has got his first bucket in this one.
Yeah, this league is in good shape when you talk about guys like Nance. The consummate role player does everything that's asked of him. Man, just adding insult to injury, he just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
A uncontested shot at the rim, you have to compete at all times.
Here's Young. The rebound by Anderson.
Meeting right at the rim, he typically converts in those situations. Not this time.
Passes it to Butler. And here is Moody. The three. Another three for Golden State.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They've came in focused and they've executed.
And Kyle Anderson gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Some changes for Golden State. Gary Payton has checked in for Green, and Kuminga's subbed in for Butler. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play.
The muscle Capella brings packs a punch, especially when he's hitting the offensive glass.
Curry passes to Payton. Lays it up off the glass.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
For Atlanta, they've gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. Young's shot is off.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
And you've seen they've made numerous attempts to try to get him going. Shows how valuable he is to this offense.
And through the first half, a pretty lopsided. Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. What a start it was for Stephen Curry. He ended up with 15 points, 5. That's all for now.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
His play so far is what fans love about him. He has gone right at the defense time and time again.
And not standing around, not settling for perimeter shots. He's looking to attack.
And on the floor for Steve Kerr as we get into the second half. We've got Draymond Green, Butler out there with Moody. Then it's Curry, and it's Payton in at the 5. Greg, we know from time to time things get pretty chippy out there. What kind of things would get under your skin when you played in the NBA?
Oh, guys tended to talk a little trash, and that could rattle you. That could bother you at times, but you really just try to maintain your focus and keeping your eye on the prize.
And that one's good. Hunter.
A tough guy who doesn't mind mixing it up. Hunter can do a lot of damage in the paint.
Oh, what an impressive dribble drive. That replay brought to you by Mobile One.
And they might be down big, but you'd love the mentality he has to go at defenders and just keep attacking.
Moody the pass to Green. Now here's Butler. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Baseline try. Rebound by the Hawks.
Well, he'll run through a wall to win, but sometimes Jimmy Butler can drive his coach up a wall. Despite that tendency, though, to embrace conflict, this guy is working.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green. Wiggins is checked in for Moody. The Hawks have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Young up top, defended by Butler from 12 feet out. It's rebounded by Curry. And Greg, last season, Butler and Spoelstra got into it on the sideline. We all saw it. It was an interesting moment.
I think that's a good way of phrasing it. That manic intensity, perhaps necessary at times for a player who competes as hard as Jimmy.
Payton in the corner. Over Okongwu. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Payton's got his second basket. And so it's Young who brings it up for the Hawks. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. In recent years, the NBA has opened several international academies. Commissioner Adam Silver says huge numbers of people are playing basketball, but unless you take the best at a young age, get them facing elite competition and training under high-pressure circumstances, they won't develop into NBA-caliber players. Kevin?
Well, opening doors, David, that's always a good thing. Expansion. Thank you. Atlanta making a switch here. Daniels is checked in. Hields checked in for the Warriors.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Reason why, lack of focus, lack of communication, which led to second chance points.
Drops in the tray.
Phenomenal screen and roll player because of his ball handling ability. Comes off the screen, makes the right play, bucket.
GA with their 4th title, the combination of Steph, Clay, and Draymond Green, the single most successful trio in the last half-century in the NBA.
And some would argue the best trio of all time. The most wins in the finals ever by a trio who've each made an all-NBA team.
For the Hawks, Clint Capella comes in for Okongwu. And it's Zeller in for DeAndre Hunter. Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for Golden State. Jonathan Kuminga comes in for Green. You know, Smitty, last year, the Hawks' top 4 leading scorers were all 24 or younger. That is amazing.
It is, Kevin, and at the top of that list is Trae Young. He's a player Atlanta can build around. It's a matter of finding the pieces to put around Young to complement his game.
Kuminga kicks to Wiggins. And the three off target. For Atlanta, they've gone just 25% from the field here in the second half. They're 2 of 8. Johnson, the pass to Capella. Zeller with it. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Here's Daniels. The Hawks again can't hit. Golden State's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Anderson outside. Wiggins surveying the floor. Payton finds Hield. Here is Anderson. Launches a 3. Zeller grabs the board. Here is Daniels, covered by Hield. The Hawks shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. That free throw good from Daniels. Both teams deciding to change it up. And he makes both free throws. Warriors have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Payton passes to Moody. Back to Payton. Nails the baby hook. Payton's got 6 points.
Excellent move to score the basketball despite a weak pick.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors in complete command. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. We've got Cody Zeller, and it's Nance in at the 4. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Unloads from 13. And Looney sends it back.
The tenacity of Looney there, swatting the shot back and showing off his defensive chops.
And for the Warriors, they're shooting the lights out in this one, 77%. Out to the right wing. Pass to Kuminga. Kicks it to Hield. And here's Looney. Down low. Here's Kuminga. And Kuminga throws it down.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
For Atlanta, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Doesn't go that time. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way. It's stolen by Nance. To the paint. Tipped away. And it's out of bounds to the Hawks as Atlanta retains possession.
Substitution for the Warriors. Andrew Wiggins.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And guys, you don't think this fella can do some major damage if he gets an opening to the rim.
G8, they just learned that lesson the hard way. They better put a little bit more effort into their D the next time down.
The defense has to feel real embarrassed right now. They totally got schooled on that highlight reel play.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Wiggins.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Fantastic anticipation. He has active hands. Even though he doesn't come away with the turnover, he's disrupting their offensive flow.
Matthews, he's checked in for Daniels. Here's Waters. He's covered by Matthews. In the corner, it's Wiggins. There's the pass to Spencer. Puts up a 3. The shot missing. And Atlanta will go the other way with it.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
That's tipped. Wiggins with it. He's picked up by Nance. Now the Hawks moving it the other way. Here's Krejci. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Smart ball handling from them in this one. Passing around to get ahead of the defense and putting it in the hands of ready shooters.
And they've also been steady from the three-point line and doing a good job creating room for their shooters and then converting.
Pass to Looney. Shot clock at 6. Kicks it out to Wiggins. Off target with his 3.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Warriors.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And, you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Stephen Curry.
I thought he did a good job of filling out the defense early on. Then once he found his groove, he stayed aggressive throughout.
Looney finds Wiggins. Here's Waters. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins.
Yeah, they've sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
And when you're on the road, you can't be tentative coming into a game like this. I thought their aggressive approach was the difference.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. And it's in there.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Not messing around at all. They were focused, relentless, and they got the job done.
Here's Barlow, and Looney sends it back. And they get it back. It's good. 6 seconds left in the fourth quarter. From deep, it's off. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
Hey, you know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Jimmy. Your guys had it going from long range. When that happens, how does that affect the offense?
Well, when they're making shots, it's opening the lane for us drivers. And we just want them to continue to shoot with confidence.
All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, David Aldridge, Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.